I love it. Yeah. It's that time of the year. It's Christmas time. Yeah. Let's do it. My favorite time of the year. Feel so much love and cheer. Even better 'cause you here. I love burning each other's eyes. I can see it clear. We shine bright, bright, like the outside Christmas lights. We shine bright, like the outside Christmas lights. Check. We sail the sky like a reindeer. Love so loud like kids' Christmas cheer. Joy bells ringing in our ears. You're the gift, I'm glad you here. We shine bright, bright, like the outside Christmas lights. We shine bright, like the outside Christmas lights. We shine, we shine, we shine bright. Everybody say bright. We shine bright, oh bright. Baby, yeah, bright, oh bright. Oh, bright, yeah. Oh, we shine bright. Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's that time of year. I love it. We shine bright. Yeah, we shine bright. Merry Christmas. Yeah. Shine bright.
And good evening, and welcome to a special holiday edition of the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station. I'm your host, Roman. Happy holidays to you. We just heard We Shine Bright by Just Right. You'll hear more from Just Right later on in the show. And then don't forget, we have Warriors Talk after the holiday edition of the Drive at 5 at 6 p.m. And she'll be here in the studio to talk to you guys too. Well, look at what Santa brought in today. So tea season is upon us. Yes. And if you're looking for something to tickle your fancy and warming your palates, well, we have something for you. Shanika Did I say it correctly?
It's Shakia.
Shakia, well, bear with me. Shakia Houston is here to give us tea ideas for the holiday season. Welcome back to the drive.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
No, no problem. Please give intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station an update since the last time you was on the drive.
Oh, a lot has been going on, all positive, and it's been a beautiful thing. I did a pop up shop on Saturday. It was for the culture pop up shop part two. Vendors, black owned vendors came out to celebrate and also to sell their products. So it was a good experience, a good vibe. It was dope. So that's some of the things that I've been doing, and also I've given back to Deborah's Place. It's on the west side of Chicago. It's a women's shelter. At the pop up shop, we people came in, they donated to Deborah's Place. So that's a good thing. That's some of the things that I've been doing, and also selling my tea. I've been selling my tea.
Well, let's talk
Yes.
about your teas. Now, describe your teas to us. I know the last time you was on the drive, you briefly described your teas, but now extensively describe your teas for us.
Okay, so it's Social Work Sunday Tea. I'm a mental health podcasting service, everything revolving around mental health. So I said, okay, about the mental health. And I was like, hey, let's do physical. So I created these teas. It's for the immune system, it's for anxiety, it's for calming tea, nighttime tea, all of the above. I have 5 flavors, and my flavors are heal, chill, fresh, sip, and night night.
Oh,
So
what's the
yeah.
night night about?
It's a sleepy time tea. It helps
Does
calms you
it not
down.
knock you out?
Pretty, yeah, that's why I call it night night. It's like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it definitely it has chamomile, skullcap, and lavender. Skullcap, it helps out with the nervous system, calms it down. And chamomile kind of like soothes you, and the lavender, everybody like lavender, the candles, but I'd rather put it in herb form in the tea.
So that's a wusa tea.
Yes, like woosah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, especially
So
here.
how your teas can assist with boosting your immune system this holiday season?
Oh, like everybody is on this elderberry, turmeric, ginger root. Um, Everybody's on that kick, right? So I have a tea flavor. It's called Heal. It helps builds the immune system, right? And you can use like one bag. You can use like three. Well, one bag for like 3 servings of tea. So it definitely all herb, all natural. Like I go and get the tea. You know, go to Chinatown, go get it. And mix it up for the people, and I put it in the tea bags. Definitely, like I said, I have the elderberry, the ginger root, the turmeric, the clovers, and the cinnamon. They're all beneficial for the body and help fight off any type of germs and diseases that may come. I've been using it since the pandemic, and it has been helping me tremendously. I haven't gotten sick at all. I try to live by that. The ginger root, the cinnamon, the elderberry. Like I drink tea like 2 or 3 times out the day, so it
Oh
definitely
wow,
works.
man.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
know you're not Dr. Fauci or anything like that. A lot of people are looking for ways to boost their immune system, especially during the cold and flu season. You think teas can be the best medicine, like traveling back in time, and they like, okay, you got a cold, here's some tea. You got the flu, here's some tea.
Yeah, like I would say yes. I would say the herbs, the herbal arena. I would say yes, because back in the day they gave you cod liver oil. I still take cod liver oil. My grandma used like, hey, take it with some salt, but that works as well. But I believe in herbs. I really, really believe in herbs because it helps out with the immune system, and also drinking water that helps a lot too. I like I said, I during the whole pandemic never caught COVID. My immune system been A1, like, to the best of my ability. And also, washing hands, being safe, things like that. So I really believe in herbs.
And there's a lot of people looking at herbs and teas to give them energy and also weight loss, New Year's.
Yeah,
New
absolutely.
Year's. So how a person can match an herbal tea with their energy and metabolism.
Um, it's pretty much is. you kind of like a trial, testing trial, right? That's I'm dropping a detox tea next month, actually, and I have a
Okay.
book full of herbs that can help, like, dissect. Okay, what works, what,
Mm,
and then also getting all the herbs and testing it. Like, ooh, does this taste good? Is it, maybe I need a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But
mhm.
it is definitely dropping on next month, a detox tea. I haven't came up with a name, but I have all the ingredients, and I test it out. It's working. I try to use it every day to see. But I know,
I,
like,
I I
yeah.
think I got a name. You
What
want to
what's
hear
the
it?
name? Yes.
Detox that runs through you.
No, no, not that. Uh, we got to come up with a clever name. Something.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, I'll try
yeah,
it. So there are different teas out there. Which tea can best describe a person's mood? Because some people out there like I mean, I read that teas can calm you, like you said.
yeah.
So how can you like what teas can actually like you take that sip and your mood change?
I would say chill. Right. So the flavors, herbs are in there. It's rose hip. No, not rose hip. Yeah, rose hip. No, rose petals. I'm sorry, that's sip. Rose petals. So rose petals, it helps out with your mood, your
Hmm.
mood swings. And it also has skull cap. It calms you down.
Hmm.
Also chamomile. Also, what else is in here? Chamomile, skull cap, lemon balm, peppermint, and ginger root is in there, and also lavender.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I try
Lavender.
to, chill out. Come on, take this tea. Chill out. Yeah, absolutely.
So in order to get the best results, do you think, some people like their tea hot
Hmm.
and some people drink it cold? Which one you prefer? I mean, a lot of people, what's the best result? A lot of people say hot will get you the best results. Then some people say, I like cold tea.
I think
Or it could be seasonal for some people like me.
yeah, it can be sweet. Like for the summertime, like sip is a fruity tea. It's kind of like a fun tea. You can either drink it hot or cold, right? And it's just a preference. I like it hot. Like, I like my tea hot, and let it sit for a little bit. Put a little honey in there, and and sip. But I think more so for me, it's beneficial to my body type and how I absorb herbs and things like that. I will have it hot. Yeah.
No,
Absolutely hot. Yeah.
now here's the other thing. Can you use a tea bag multiple times and get the same effect? Like, my mom says you can use tea 5 or 6 times and you can get the same effect. Is she right or wrong?
She's right. It depends on who make it. Now, social work sunny tea is like that. It's potent. Like I said, the herbs, like for real herbs, like in the baggie. And you can use it like I use mine like 3 to 5 times
Oh, three
in
to
one.
five, and
Yeah.
and you get the same
Same
kick.
thing. Same thing. I get it.
Not mad at you.
Mm-mm.
And look at this, Earl. Just for the holiday season, everybody gets one.
Yes, absolutely.
Everybody. Thank you. So thank you for
Absolutely.
joining us. Happy holidays, happy new
Thank you.
year, and
Yes.
and don't hesitate to come back on the drive. When we come back on the drive at 5, my next guest is an artist who is breaking ground on the Chicago music scene. When we come back, we have the one and only Shano on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station after this short break. And we're back on the holiday edition of the Drive at 5 on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station. My next guest is an artist who is breaking ground on the Chicago music scene. You can hear his music on Power 92 and other music outlets. Please give a Drive at 5 to Shunno. Welcome to the Drive, sir.
Appreciate you.
No problem. So please give intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station your background.
I'm a 20-year-old artist from the northwest suburbs out of Chicago. I've been making music since I was 15 years old. Second year doing all my production and engineering by myself.
Wow. What? So tell me, what was the inspiration for you to pursue music as a career?
My grandfather was big in music. He was close friends with Jazz from Drew Hill. A lot of family members, cousins growing up just made music around me. And after I quit basketball, I just picked up the mic and started working.
So you had a love for basketball and a love for music.
Yeah.
And you just said, forget it. Forget the basketball.
Yeah.
I'm going to, what led to that decision?
College coaches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They gave you a hard time?
Yeah.
What, a lot of practice?
Nah, it's just other stuff. It's just crazy. But I still love the game of basketball, but music's my new passion right now.
Okay. So describe your music to our listening audience on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station.
I describe my music as like melodic rap, not drill, any of that. Like I tend to make songs more with pop beats and just like Kid Leroy vibes, Tory Lanez, like music like that.
So that's defining melodic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tap into a lot of genres in your music.
Yeah.
Like one is hip hop, the next one R&B,
Mm.
and then pop. Do you have a favorite genre of music that basically say, you know what, it's me?
Honestly, I don't have a favorite. It's just whatever the mood I'm in, that specific time when I'm making the song. Hip hop beats, they can go a long way, but like pop and like R&B, they're more like you feeling down. So it's just really, I can't pick a favorite. I can't. It's just whatever the mood is.
Whatever your mood is,
Yeah.
whatever your vibe is,
Yeah.
you just go with it.
Yeah.
Like in the studio, you can walk in and say, I feel like popish and
Like if you're feeling happy, like you having a good day, you walk into the studio, you looking for like a pop, island vibe, chill vibe beat. Unless you already have one.
yeah. So let's say, for example, you in the studio, you trying to get that vibe, you trying to get that beat. How you get that beat and say, you know what, that's it right there.
Like I said, it's just all about your mood, like how you feeling at that exact point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have a jingle or something in your head?
No.
Nah.
No.
No. So if someone on Intellectual Radio/iHeart radio station listen to your music, what you want them to get out of your music?
That's a good question.
Well, I try.
Honestly, I say just like in my songs, like I kind of story tell.
Mhm.
So most people in my generation can relate to some of the things I'm saying in the songs. So it helps with that.
I mean, you've been doing this since 15.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's kind of like, man, 5 years is a lot in the music industry.
Mm.
So So let me help you out here. What kind of artists, like Chicago artists, you would like to collab with?
See, I just said I'm a melodic artist, but Polo G, I would work with Polo G like right now
Okay, and why?
because his craft is just different. Like he's versatile, and that describes me in a way. I don't have just one specific genre. I can switch it up depending on the mood, like I said. But that's the same way with Polo G. He'll rap on drill, whatever, and then he'll switch it up and rap on a throwback and sing a little bit.
No, sing a little bit.
Yeah.
So, do you have a favorite R&B artist?
No.
No, you no Sam Cooke, not back in the day, not
It's just it's hard.
Temptations, the Rolling Stones.
It's just hard to pick a favorite because there's so many talented artists out there, and
Right.
you can't pick a favorite.
True.
With new music coming out each week,
Mhm.
the charts just keep climbing, and there's different artists number one each week,
Yeah.
so you can't really pick.
So let's fast forward. What are you laughing right now?
Yeah.
What venues you would like to perform?
I'd say the United Center
And why the United Center?
because I'm from Chicago, and it's huge. Like,
You
I've
like
been-
to sell out United
Yeah.
Center, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
I've been there once, and that was for a Bulls game, but it's just crazy.
Yeah. Would you like to see yourself on the Jumbotron?
Yeah,
Yeah.
big screen.
Oh yeah. So what venues have you performed so far?
So far, just the Forge and Joliet. Um, some small ones like in DeKalb. I don't remember the names, but it's been a few. I have a show January 7th in West Dundee at Bamboozles. That's like a bar and grill. It's like little stuff like that. Really, there's not a big performance type of thing right now.
Oh, okay.
Besides the one at the Forge.
Gotcha. So you always in this chill mode, laid back, and you like
See,
chill. I mean, you're
I-
like, well, you know,
I try.
You try?
Until you push my buttons.
Uh
And
oh.
it's a whole different story.
Oh.
But when I meet new people and you get this,
Mm-hmm.
just chill, lay back, go with the flow.
More like observing.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Learning.
learning and observing.
Okay.
I watch everyone's move.
Oh, okay. So and then you can get the vibe
Yeah,
and go from there, and then it's like, oh, I got you now. So describe your album to us, because it's like you said, it's melodic,
mm,
and again, you want people to get to know you
mm.
and you as an artist. So describe your music.
So the album Devil's Advocate, like I said, there's different type vibes all in the album, and I put that out there to show people that I can make like music by myself. I don't need anyone's help. I don't need features with other people. I wanted to show people what I can do myself as an artist. And yeah, there's just every type of vibe in that album, from happy, like trap drill, pop.
So you write your own music, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you write your own music, on beat,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Engineer, all that.
All that, all in one setting.
Yeah.
So let's say if someone on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station is listening, what advice you can give to them that's aspiring to be another hip hop artist or something like that?
I'd say never give up. A winner is a loser that never gives up. That's a quote that I take with me everywhere. My uncle gave me that quote. Um, but don't listen to the haters. Like they're just mad that they're not where you're at, pretty much. And everyone's gonna have opinions, but if you want to do it, the only thing stopping you is you.
Right. So you strike me as a holiday person.
Mm.
So what you doing for the holidays?
Uh, family get together, open some presents, eat music. I make music 24/7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So what is your holiday tradition in your household?
Open gifts at midnight.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, where they can get your music?
You can find my music at like really on any major platform. Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, Pandora, iHeartRadio, anything. But you can find me at Shano Official. My Instagram is Shano_official. And yeah.
All right. So don't be a stranger to the Drive at 5. Thank you
I
for
won't.
coming in, and you got some gifts for us. So
Yeah.
what you got for us?
I got a little card. I got a little postcard with my picture and my information.
All right. Everybody got it.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. And don't
Thank
be a
you.
stranger. When we come back on the Drive at 5, scrubs that make your skin so silky and smooth this holiday season. LaTanya will show us how when we come back on Drive at 5. And we're back on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station. Do you want your skin to feel smooth like a baby's butt? Well, I got some scrubs for you. Please give a Drive at 5 welcome to the one and only LaTanya Williams. Welcome to the Drive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so please give IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station your background.
Okay, my name is LaTanya Williams. My background is medical, but recently, before COVID, I actually started doing my business full time. My business consists of bath, body, and home fragrances, which includes scented soy candles. They're one of a kind. They are handmade and they are awesome. They're the greatest products in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah, you put that in there.
Yes. Yes. Like, put
Right.
that stamp of approval right
Right.
there.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
So you're an entrepreneur, and we talked off air, and you say you give tender, loving care in your products, making your customers wanting more. Describe that to us in your products.
Okay, well, in my products, I believe in positive energy. I believe in making products with the number one ingredient, which I feel is love. Everything else that is added into the products is extra. I'm just so passionate about what I do because I love relaxation. I love aromatherapy. I love to make sure that my skin is nice and moisturized. Like to make sure that my atmosphere is relaxing and comfortable. And I just want to share that with everyone else.
Period.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, how you can detect the vibe situation?
I try not to detect the vibe from someone else, but my goal is to provide them with what I say is the number one thing needed when you're an entrepreneur, when you're a business owner, is to make sure that the customer service is like white glove service. You're treating them the way you would want to be treated in a retail setting and a customer service setting. If that is not provided, your product or your services is not important to me.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Just like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, can a customer talk about putting care and passion in their products? Like, you talk about putting care and passion. How's that? You just put the care in there because you're so like you're passionate about what you're doing.
hmm
How can somebody get to that point?
As a customer or as
A customer and as a entrepreneur, because you got to sell the customer.
right. So with them putting that care into it, I mean, you have to like what you do. I tell people, I don't care how much you go to work or how many times you go to work. If you're not networking, you're not working. I mean, even if your product is good, if you're not networking with other business owners, with other people, it almost puts you at a standstill because you're not growing. And in order to grow, you have to network. That's important.
So now describe your scrubs to us because you have a unique spin to your scrubs. So describe it to us.
Okay, so with the scrubs, I say everyone should be exfoliating their skin. So what that basically does is it actually gets rid of the dead skin cells, the old skin cells, and uncover the new to help your skin be radiant, be refreshed, be deep cleansed with the scrubs. So I feel like that's the first part of actually doing body care is to exfoliate. If you men and women as well as children, my products are safe for all three. In addition to following up with our body butter, which is made with cocoa, mango, and shea butter and essential oils, in addition to different carrier oils. I do make them customized for some people. Like today, I had a customer that didn't care for mango butter. I made her a body butter without the mango butter. So my products are catered to each individual specifically, whether it's based on an allergy or based on something that they just don't like or don't care for. So that's like a two-part system. It's the scrub and the butter.
The scrub and the butter.
Yes.
Okay. So if somebody's saying, I don't care for that mango stuff, I just don't like it, you can
Mhm.
make it without, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So any other flavors or, that somebody can say, okay, instead of mango, I like strawberry. I like let's say some juju bean flavors or something like that. You can do that.
Okay, so in regards to referring to them as flavors, they're not food. They're actually fragrances. And
I'm
yes,
sorry, I'm
no,
hungry.
that's okay. That's okay. I mean, and you know me, so you know I come back at you. So In regards to that, yes, I do customize them specifically for the customer because essentially the customer is the number one part of my business. And that's why I've grown the way that I've grown within the last so many years since 2007. It just keeps getting better and better. And if the customer's not happy, nothing else matters. So, yes, I can customize it for them. If they don't like mango butter, I can actually add more shea butter. If they don't like cocoa butter, I can add more mango butter. If they don't like strawberry, I can make cucumber melon. Um, all of my scents are great. Not just the oatmeal milk and honey, not just the perfect man, which is my number one seller. It's a man fragrance that is flying off the shelves now. I can't keep it, but everything is good, and I try to cater the products
And
to.
that's a scrub, a perfect
Well,
fit.
actually, I have the butter and the scrub, so I
Mm.
pair them both together, so you can get one or the other or both.
Well, because a lot of people think scrubs are for women. However, it's unisex.
It is
Why most men think scrubs are for women?
because sometimes, and this may not be 100%, but
Hmm.
sometimes men have never taken the time to pamper themselves with the scrubs or are not educated, and that's what I like to do in offering free consultations to anyone that want to get more information and find out, why should I use this, what is it going to do for me, and once they use it one time, they're sold.
Now, you have unisex clients.
Yes.
So you're saying Perfect Man is selling like hotcakes. Describe to us the Perfect Man.
Perfect Man is kind of a woodsy, relaxing, kind of somewhat masculine fragrance, but I find that women like it as well. I mean, because usually the fragrance that the man wear, either his wife, girlfriend, significant other, boo, bae, or whoever likes it. So that's the way he chooses it because it's something that she may want him to smell like. So whenever 99% of the time that people have actually smelled it, they buy it.
So did you bring the Perfect Man for me?
I
Uh,
actually brought you something better.
so how your scrub makes an ashy person like myself. I'm real ashy.
Hmm.
So, and sometimes I have to, like, that big jug of
Hmm.
lotion. You got to
Hmm.
just put it in
Hmm.
there and
Hmm.
just, you know, got to keep rubbing it. And it's like, it's not working. And you got to do it again. Like, and then it makes your skin like still rough, but your products, which I tried it,
Hmm.
smooth.
Okay, so because of the ingredients I use the highest quality of ingredients. And most of those ingredients are plant based. I try to stay away from animal products, try to make it more vegan based as possible. And to answer your question, how it makes it so soft is because of the essential oils, the butters, the fragrances that I use that are softening and that will help to exfoliate your skin, in addition to the body butter, putting that moisture back in and actually making it last, is what makes them different from lotions, which people are tend to be more prone to use because they don't know what they don't know. So the lotion is made with water. My products does not have water in it. So that's how it moisturizes it better than lotion.
So it's getting cold outside as it approaches below zero weather
Mhm.
coming up in a couple of weeks. People are, um, with sensitive and rough skin. What scrubs would you recommend to that person?
I would recommend the oatmeal milk and honey. I also have the turmeric and honey almond, which has manuka honey in it, which is very good to help hydrate the skin and also keep that moisture locked into their skin. In addition to that, I hand make soap that is soap bars for your face, for your body, that also complements those fragrances, that's made with 100% oils, which will be your beginning step. And then exfoliate 3 to 4 times a week, following up with the body butter.
And you also have goat milk in some of your products
Yes, ma'am.
that you get straight from the goat.
Yes.
So
Yes. So the goat milk soap is my newest product within the last couple of years that I've started using and formulating my soaps with. And yes, I do use the goat milk when it's in season, straight from the goat. And then I also use the goat milk powder for some of my fragrances that don't contain water, which would be the body butters. I use the goat milk powder.
So
Yes.
would you like it doesn't take all that scrubbing or anything like that.
Well, no, because it would actually be in the butters and the soaps. And it's just for the moisture, just to make the skin more radiant and to glow just a little bit more. And also for aging skin, as we get older, our skin changes, our skin tends to wrinkle, just different things that take place that we want to help to preserve as long as possible. And I think handmade soaps, body butter, sugar scrubs, things like that will give us a little longevity.
And then with these regular products, like you know, the soaps that you buy at Walgreens and stuff like
Mhm.
that has chemicals,
Mhm.
and it doesn't use natural products
Mhm.
in it. So do people come to you and say they notice the difference?
Yes, they do. I mean, even just something as simple as me pointing out the fact that my soaps are made with 100% oils. Without the 100% oils, they can't be, the recipe cannot be formulated. So, in that, if you use them and you're consistent with it and refrain from using the store products and kind of confusing your body, you'll see the difference how when you use the soaps, the beads from the oil kind of lock into your skin instead of the water just rolling off your skin.
So it's not bad for you.
No, they're not. My products are not bad for you.
No, I'm not saying you're bad. It was the goat milk
The
thing.
goat milk. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. The
Bad.
goat. No, no, it's not bad for you. No.
So, you also customize candles.
Yes, I do.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so my candles are soy scented candles. That was the beginning of my business in 2007. I had a lingerie and adult toy business that I later
I knew there was something about you. There you go.
transitioned from. But in addition to that, I had
You got that
customers
in your
that
closet. I know that. But go ahead.
I had the products, and when I would do events, a lot of people said, that they don't, use adult toys and lingerie, but I wanted to create something for everybody. So I started making the candles, and from there is where I ended up making all these other wonderful products. The candles are soy candles, they're fragranced. They're the wicks are cotton, so they're lead free. There's no harmful chemicals that will be burning or giving off in your home. So they burn, one of them burned 40 to 50 hours. There's no wax that's wasted, and they're environmental friendly, and I customize them to everyone's liking.
Period.
Yes.
So, what you want people to know about your products?
Well, the most important thing is I want them to know that everything that I make is made with love. Everything that I make, I use the products. My whole family use the products. We haven't bought soap in the store in many years. And I just want them to know that their body really needs great products like soap and body butters and sugar scrubs and things that'll make their skin glow even more radiant.
Okay. So you got some gifts for us. Tell us what you got for us in the
Okay.
bag.
Okay, so I have a gift for everyone. It has a sample of my soap. It also has a sample of my body butter. And it also has some gum in there for them because I see that you say no gum here, so they can take it with them.
You hear that, Earl? He's smiling over there. So please give intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station where they can get in contact with you and your products.
Okay, well, my products can be purchased. I have a brick and mortar location. I'm a part of a business co-op at 7451 on Madison Street in Forest Park, Illinois. And they can also follow me on all three social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And they can also follow me, actually visit my website at sensational.square.site.
And sensational is across the board
Yes.
on all media platforms, right?
Yes.
And guess what? Everybody will receive some gum and some candles or whatever.
No, it'll be a piece of my soap, which is the charcoal and lemongrass soap.
Okay.
And then the body butter is unscented, just to give people a preview of how the body butter makes their skin feel.
Okay, cool. Well, don't be a stranger to the Drive at 5. See, it's not that bad. So when we come back on the Drive at 5, we'll have more holiday things coming up.
Hey, Billo, boo, what up, baby? J out, what up? Brother, understand me, they better understand me. You got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go down on the radio. You got something to say, then let me know. I'm trying to chit-chat on the radio. Chat that on radio. Chat that, radio. Chat that. Radio. If you got something to say, then let me know. Chat that. Radio. Chat that on radio. Got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go live on the radio. But at night when it goes down, 10 to 12 y'all tell me hold it down. The best talk show represent my town. What's something to say, let me know now. Say it with your chest. act bold. You can call him anonymous, just let us know. Do live interviews. You can stream Facebook or YouTube. Trying to get in touch with Pillable. Late nights, I need a cut, I need a Pillable. Ask questions, they know who we are. Team full of heavy hitters, every upcoming stars. You got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go down on the radio. You got something to say, then let me know. Try to chit chat on the radio. Chat that on radio. Chat that radio. Chat that radio. If you got something to say, then let me know. Chat that radio. Chat that on radio. You got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go live on the radio. Different topics, different options. Man, you heard what happened, let me give you the gossip. This person got into it with this person. Wow, everybody in the club was watching. The hustle ball was popping, and I mean popping. Ripping the runway, but it wasn't no stopping. J.I. and my brother understand me. They had to pay attention in case they didn't understand me. Who we sponsored by? Heart Radio. I just to throw that in. I had to let you know from 2012, you already know it goes down. Monday nights, the record with the best in town. You got something to say, then let me know. It's about to go down on the radio. You got something to say, then let me know. I'm trying to chit chat on the radio. Chat that on radio. Chat that radio. Chat that radio. If you got something to say, then let me know.
And we are back on the Drive at 5 on intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station. The Drive at 5. So if you want to step and love R&B, he is the guy for you. His music is standing the test of time. His videos, please give a Drive at 5. Welcome to Just Right. Welcome to the Drive, sir.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So please give intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station your background.
Okay. Well, I started out in church playing drums, playing instruments in church growing up. My dad was a pastor, so I was always playing an instrument. And so that's how I started really with music. That was my first introduction to music was, church and things of that nature. Then as time went forth, I learned production and got involved with production and writing and things of that nature. And started playing piano. Drums was my first instrument. Started playing piano. Then did that. Had a couple of friends that was already involved in music. One of my friends by the name of Keith Harris, he's a part of the Black Eyed Peas, been a part with them for years. And so he started showing me production and kind of get me involved in that. So I started doing that. And then my first major placement was working on Dave Hollister's gospel album, Book of David. Did 5 songs for that album. That album debuted #1 for 2 weeks.
And what songs?
The songs on that album is I've Changed, So Many Scars. What else I do? I forget. But it's 5 songs on that. So that's pretty much my start. I traveled with him for a while. I was his music director, playing drums. And so that's how I pretty much got my start.
So what inspired you to do music?
Oh man, I just I look at it like music carries such a valuable tool because music can change an atmosphere, it can change people's feelings, it can change people's just thoughts about what their life should be or shouldn't be. Music just is such a powerful tool. So I've always been a person that always wanted to see people feel good, be better, things of that nature. So me having the gift of music, I felt like this is a great tool to help people, to whether if it's inspire, whether if it's to ignite some type of emotion of love. I thought that music would be a great way to do that. So that was pretty much the reason why I really do it. Yeah.
So do you have like a favorite artist that basically says, you know what, I want to choose this as a career?
Yeah. Yeah, Dave, my brother Dave Hollis is one of my favorite artists. I really enjoy his artistry. My sister, she sings. She's one of my favorites. My dad used to sing. He's no longer here with us. One of my favorites. So people that's close to me have been like real instrumental and an influence to me. as one of my favorite artists. Yeah.
So Dave Hollister, how did that collab happen?
So Dave is from Chicago, of course, and I had music, and it was funny. I was working with another artist, and he heard the song that I had, and he liked it. He liked it, and it was called So Many. Actually, it was for another artist. The artist had already performed it. The artist had it on a little project or whatever, and he liked it, and we just start. From there, we just start working. And I just kept going and kept going and kept going and kept going. And so it was 5 songs later, it was on the album. So, yeah. And I worked on the other album with him, too. So, yeah.
Yeah. So when you first heard your song on the radio, what was your reaction?
Wow. That was my first reaction.
But you prepared yourself for a very long time for that moment.
Yeah, it's just that me personally, I never would like sing all this like singing, and it's new to me. I just started singing maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. So being an artist and hearing my music, as of recently, is definitely is new. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't, how some people grow up and they want to be singers or they want to be artists. That wasn't my thing. I was a drummer. Piano player, so drums was always my passion. Singing was new, so yeah, it was definitely a wow.
But you also was writing songs, so when you heard the songs that you wrote for other artists, what was that reaction like?
Oh, that felt great. You know what? It's like you do okay, so working behind the scenes is always, I still love that to this day because it's like I like the process. Like you come up with the idea, you come up with the piano parts, you come up with the drum parts, you come up with the lyrics, and now you know exactly, you have a vision of what the record need to be, and to hear someone articulate it like you hearing it in your head is a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing.
So how beautiful was it at that point in time?
I was really floored. I was really, really thankful to God, number one, and just really felt blessed in that moment to hear that. Yep.
Period.
Yeah, I was really, I don't know another emotion that I could think of outside of me just being super excited though. Yeah,
okay.
Definitely.
So describe your music to us, because I mean, in a way, and don't be offended by it, I get this Wyclef Jean aura from you.
Okay.
And it's like you can do what you're doing in that genre, but you can also do a little pop, and you can do a little reggae, and you can do little gospel, all mixed into one. Am I wrong on that assessment?
No, because I'm a musician at heart. So you're absolutely right. I listen to pretty much everything. So no, you're right in that assessment, because I do listen. So you might hear a little influence of this, or the way I say a word might sound like this, or the way I, may sing a lyric or something may come off a certain way. So no, you're definitely, you're not off at all.
So in one word, can you describe your music?
One word. Great.
Okay.
Hey, you said one word.
Okay, great. Why is it great?
It's great, man, because it's something that people can connect to, and that's love. Black, white, pink, orange. Everybody want to be loved. I don't care who you are, care how evil you are. You want to be loved. So my music is marinated in love. So that's it.
Your music, and I got a chance to hear it, it's like a crossover appeal.
Okay.
Of style of music.
Okay.
I mean, that a young and older generation can enjoy. Your thoughts on the crossover appeal that you have in the music industry?
Well, let me say thank you. That's a compliment, I must say. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you listening also. You know what? Because people be like, yeah, they interview you and they ain't even listen to none of your music. They don't know nothing, but I appreciate you listening. I appreciate that. Thank you. I don't think I intend on anything having that appeal, to be totally honest with you. I think I just want to do good music. You know what I mean? That's my goal when I sit and write, because I write all my stuff, produce all my stuff. So when I'm sitting writing, that's my goal, is to do good music. something people can connect to. So if it crosses over to another audience or a broader audience, I'm cool with that. I'm grateful for that. Yeah, definitely.
So, do you listen to other music and you're like, the way R&B has switched over the years? Matter of fact, over the decade.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know,
Mhm.
it's like now it's like, how can I get in there and say this is not the way?
Right.
You describe that to me.
You know, man, I don't. Well, let me just say this first. I appreciate everyone's contribution to music, R&B, hip hop, whatever it may be, whatever the age, whatever the vibe, whatever that is. So I don't knock anybody in that regard, because I came up with a certain style of R&B music. I'm sure, such as you know, as you're talking. Man, I just feel like and I know this is so cliche to say, but what's from the heart reaches the heart. And when it's heartfelt, people feel it. Like to this day, we think of groups like Frankie Beverly and Maze. They still selling out shows. I don't think they had an album since the 80s. Isley Brothers still selling out shows. My mom and them listen to the Isley Brothers. They're still doing shows. So I feel like it's heartfelt. It's timeless. So I think that's maybe what, we may be missing in that regards. People looking for that connection. But
it's hard to find that connection now with music. It's kind of like you can't get that connection with a Cardi B. You can't get that connection with it's not like the 90s.
Yeah.
It's not like when I listen, I thought, wow, he's bringing back the 90s.
Yeah.
And without saying, I'm not speaking for you, but I'm saying, like, man, this is like, and I know I'm going to get in trouble. This is like Public Announcement, R. Kelly, those type of, like, when I listen, I was like, and looking at the creativity of the videos, it wasn't like, here it is, here's whatever it is, and I got money, I got this, and I got that.
Right.
It's basically telling a story.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's going back to like the 90s.
That's what I wanted. Like all my videos, I treated all my videos myself. I wrote all the treatments for my videos because I wanted to connect, like you said, the 90s, that that R&B that you like. My music also is like this. It's like, you remember like barbecue, like you go to a barbecue back in the day, the Dan Ryan on the Dan Ryan, or you go to down by the lakefront, or Rainbow Beach, wherever you went to a little barbecue family outings or whatever the case may be. Certain music matched that time. You know what I mean? Like that music had a soundtrack. That time had a soundtrack.
Just like you can't go to a family reunion without the Sledge Sisters, We Are Family,
exactly.
Frankie Beverly and Maze
in
a cookout, or the Isley Brothers in a cookout.
Yeah.
It's not a cookout if you don't have those type of artists, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted. So that way, 10 years from now, people could still listen to Saturday Girl. They still could listen to Give It to Me, like songs on my album, because I want it to be timeless. I want it to have a timeless feel. I want you pick up your girl, or you with your guy, whatever, with your family, you put it on. And that's another thing. It's like, I want you to be able to listen to my music with your kids in the car. You know what I mean? I don't want to have two versions of, now this the nasty man version. I want it version. Yeah, I want it to be something family friendly, but at subliminal, with my message, like you really, really got to listen to it to know what I'm saying. But I want it to be something that everybody can listen to. So yeah.
So what song off your album best describe your artistry? You wrote so many songs.
24 songs. One song. That's a good question. That's a real darn good question. One song. Well, you know what? Saturday Girl.
But why Saturday Girl? And you wrote for David Hollister.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you said you put the writing, the music, the drums, all combined into one.
Yeah.
Why that song specifically?
Because that song reminds me of the summertime Chicago, driving down Lakeshore Drive, and your windows are down, and you kind of leaning out the window just a little bit and driving. That's what it reminds me of. Saturday Girl gives me that feeling. It just gives me that. Or it gives me the rink on 87, like skating, or I don't want to tell my age. I was about to mention another skating rink, but yeah. Talking too much. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
So you think is R&B coming back in a way it used to be?
I don't think it never left. I just think, see, this is what
But some people feel like it did. It really did. It's like,
you think so? I just think radio, that's a whole nother conversation. But I just think supply and demand. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if the masses is asking for a certain thing, this is what the market is asking for, then that's what they're gonna give. You understand what I'm saying? So if everybody talking about how they this, that, and the third, and talking, real grimy about certain things, that's what they're going, you know what I mean? They're going to feed that. That's what they're going to feed. They're going to keep feeding. People, it's supply and demand. They don't care about none of that. They trying to make money. So I think if the people if the people demand certain things, that's what, the market, then that's what they'll give. You know what I mean? So I don't think it went anywhere. I just think, the market kind of just was like leaning towards that because that became like a thing, like a trend. You know what I mean? Like almost like it became trendy. It became something it's almost like once one artist do it and it do well, you see like 19 of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like it becomes a trend.
Do you think, and this is just me, do you think that a lot of artists say this all the time? They feel like Chicago, when it comes to music, I got to go to Atlanta.
Okay.
And I said, it really depends because people did make it out of Chicago and never left. But why you feel like you have to leave Chicago in order to make it? A lot of artists feel this way.
Yeah.
From hip hop, R&B, and other genres feel like they have to leave the market. You say?
That's good. I don't know. I don't think there was a day where you really needed to leave. You know what I mean? You really needed to leave. That was a time when you really needed to leave. If you was like a musician, or if you was trying to get in front of people. But with technology, man, with so much things have changed. You necessarily don't have to leave. You know what I mean? If you're good at what you do, this is something I live by. My music ain't for everybody, but it's for somebody. So if them somebodies is in this region, in Illinois, in Milwaukee, Ohio, wherever else, then it will get to where it needs to get to, do what it needs to do, so on and so forth. Whether if I'm in LA, Atlanta, Maine, it don't matter. You know what I mean? So because we live in a different time, I can send you music. I can make an album tonight and send it to everybody the same night. It's like it's just different now. So I don't know. I don't think it's necessary to move if you don't have to. I think you can do well in the region that you're in. Just my opinion.
Period.
Yeah.
So what song off your album best describe you as a person instead of your artistry?
Man, you got some questions.
I did my homework.
No,
man.
I like it. Boy, you got me thinking. Let me see.
I don't want you to go back to your PR person saying this is one of the hardest.
No, this is great. This is great. I'm having a good time. You know what? I will say You. It's a song on my album called You. That would describe me, because the song is talking about they don't know the power that's in you. So that would describe, You. The song You is featuring my brother Rexel Harding. So yeah, that song You, I think, describes it.
Okay. And do you feel like you
Mm-hmm.
Just it describes you to the T as far as personality, as far as, and why is that?
Because first of all, me doing this right now was nothing short of a miracle. Because like I said, I just started singing like 4 or 5 years ago. This was all something that I did not see coming, and started this journey with this music career, with being an artist, and it's been such a blessing and rewarding. So I was told that I couldn't do it. I was told I shouldn't do it, and people had whatever opinions they had about it, but I persevered and kept going. And that's what that song is about. It's about sometimes you gotta look at within yourself and see the power that's in you and say, you know what? I don't care what's in front of me. I'm doing this. I can figure it out. I'm smart enough. I'm talented enough, and I got what it takes to figure it out. And that's what I had to do.
Darnell Jones, David Hollister,
Mm-hmm.
all of them, Chicago.
Yep.
How do you fit in that category?
I don't know. If I at the end of the day,
Because your music, you can tell there's a David Hollister vibe.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Darnell Jones vibe.
Mm-hmm.
There's and I'm going back.
Okay.
A Wyclef Jean vibe.
Mm-hmm.
A Rex in Effect vibe.
I got you. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I hear you. You've been listening.
There's this vibe, and it's kind of like it's bringing people come back here.
Yeah. It's funny you said that. I was talking to Dave about the album, and he said the album reminds him of his childhood. So he told me that. A couple other people told me that, and I find that to be a compliment, because that's what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to bring that back. That, like what you're talking about, you mentioned Darnell Jones, Dave Hollister, Carl Thomas. Like, I love all those guys. I think Avant, yeah. I think all those guys are even great. Even my new artists, they carry that same soul from the city. My brother BJ, the Chicago kid, same thing, carry that same soul, that grit. So I love that, man. I just love good R&B, good soulful music. Music that make you, I call it barbecue music, just make you feel good, like summertime, good, just good music, man.
So the holidays are coming. What song? Let's say for example, we chilling out.
Yeah.
The family, everything. You got your greens, you got your turkey, you got your ham, you got your dressing, you got your macaroni and cheese. I know I'm making you hungry. You got your fried chicken and everything like that. What song could best describe that mood off your album?
Off my Christmas album or my...
It can be the Christmas album,
I got a song called Christmas Way. I dedicated to my uncle, rest in peace. It's called Christmas Way. That would definitely describe what you're talking about.
And why Christmas Way?
Because it's so it's like, how the music you listen to when everybody playing cards, and your uncle he getting drunk and talking loud, and your auntie they getting into it, and and we are it's that type of feel. It's that that family gathering, sitting around cracking jokes and having a good time. That's that record, is definitely that. That's what. Yeah.
So what upcoming events that you have in store? Because it's kind of like the House of Blues.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Chicago Theater.
Mm-hmm.
What venues you would like to perform?
Definitely House of Blues. I would definitely do the House of Blues. I like intimate spots. I just did something at a small space called Blue 26 in the city on the 4th of December. It's real intimate, real small. I like intimate spots, but the House of Blues would be definitely nice. Full band. Yeah, I would love to do the House of Blues. Yeah.
And what about the United Center? Have you ever thought about that?
Man, that'd be great. Yeah. If I could fill it up. I want to be in that with like 30 people in the UC.
Well,
no.
you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know, man. You never know, man. You never know.
So what you want your fans to know about Just Right?
See. Just that I'm just want everybody to win. I'm a brother that want everybody to win. That's what I want people to know. So whatever I could do to inspire people, I want to be able to do that. Conversation of music, I want to be able to do that. So just want everybody to win.
Yeah. And to describe your music, how can a person like myself, like any advice that you can give a person that's listening to Intellectual Radio right now as we speak about your music?
Advice about my music?
I mean,
just
advice about the music industry. My bad.
Okay. No.
Well, forgive me. It's almost 2 hours.
No, it's fine. No, I would just say number one thing is that you have to believe in yourself. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you're selling tacos, doing makeup, but we're talking about music. So doing music, you have to believe in yourself. Belief in oneself is it. If you don't believe in yourself, you're doomed. You can't even get it off the ground, really. Once you start that's where it all begins, with belief in oneself. So yeah.
Okay. So please give intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station where they can get a hold of you and purchase your music.
Okay, so do me a favor. You can download my whole Vibes and Roses album, 24 songs, 24 amazing songs. Go to JessWritesMusic.com. That's JessWrites music.com. As tonight, you'll be able to also download the Christmas album where get We Shine Bright, Christmas Way, and some other songs. And you can go to just the regular platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all those to get the album as well. And you can follow me at _JustRight on Instagram and Just Right at Facebook.
All right. So you're gonna stay here momentarily and do a last song to get us in a Christmas
dancing mood or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna do Saturday Girl. We're gonna have a good time.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, and
No
don't
problem.
be a stranger, man.
I would definitely come back. I like your questions. you do a good interview.
Well, thank you. When we come back on the drive at 5, we'll have the one and only Warriors Talk very own Rochelle after this short break.
Shine bright like the outside Christmas lights. Shine bright like the outside Christmas lights. Shine bright like the outside Christmas lights. Shine bright like the outside Christmas lights.
And we're back on the Drive at 5 on intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station. She comes on after the Drive at 5 every Monday. She's an author and entrepreneur. Please give a Drive at 5. Rochelle, welcome back to the Drive.
Thank you for having me, Roman. I'm excited.
Wow, okay. Look at you all dressed in red and all that Christmas glow going on.
Ready for the season. I'm ready.
So please give intellectualradio.com/iHeart radio station what the holidays look like at the Warriors Talk household.
Wow. At Warriors Talk household, everything really changed when my father passed away in 2016 because we would all go over and decorate the house. And when I say my dad had the brightest house on the block, it would be so bright. But once he passed, it's like nobody really has gone over there. And I went past there and my mom, she has a little lights, out there, but it's not really bright. So we just try to do the best that we can since, he's not here to celebrate with us. We still get together and try to celebrate.
So what are some of your holiday foods? I heard you made a mean good sweet potato pie.
Wow. Okay. Sweet potato pie is one of my favorites that I normally cook. I also do potato salad. I do the dressing. Those are some of my favorite go-tos that when we're having something, people will say, hey, this is what you're going to bring. If somebody else tries to bring it, not happening. So,
No?
No.
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 Why-
You stick with the ones that do it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now my mom, she cooks sweet potato pie, but she's like, no, she does not like the regular crust. She likes the graham cracker crust. She like that crunch at the end, like you get that
Yeah.
crunch, that graham cracker
Yeah.
crust. You know, after that sweet potato pie, it's like that crunch. What's your secret?
So I like the regular one because it's just traditional for me. The graham cracker crust, it gives it a special taste. So it just depends on what your taste is.
Mm.
I would say you can't go wrong with either of them. I just love sweet potato pie, period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the special ingredient in yours?
Wow. So I'm a vegan. So mine would be I would use like the non-dairy products to make mine. So that alone is special because you have to be really creative to make sure that it still tastes like the regular sweet potato pie.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you don't have like when people try it out, they'll be
Yeah.
like,
I never say it's vegan. I just allow them to try it and then see what they say.
they don't notice the
They don't
difference.
know the difference.
And then when you tell them at the end, they'll be like,
Oh,
what?
that was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And they go back for seconds.
Yes, because if you tell them, then they have this preconceived notion that it's not going to taste good. So
Mhm.
I tend not to say.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So a lot of people take turns cooking for the holiday season. What about you? Is the holidays over your house or is it over somebody else's house? Who's doing the cooking?
So I'm the baby girl of 7, and it's never at my house. Let me just say that. It's always somewhere else. So this year we decided to do it at my mom's house, and we're gonna cook. We're gonna have an ugly sweater contest. We're gonna do gingerbread houses. So we're not gonna do it at my house. It's either since being a baby girl, I never really get a chance to have it at my house because somebody always wants to host it. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's just less work that I have to do. So
You just bring
I'm
that one
okay.
dish, huh?
Yes, I'm okay. And I'm okay with just doing that. I really am.
So you also are pretty famous on the TikTok situation there. Uh, so you got one of the fan favorites, especially here on Intellectual Radio, when you did the Mariah Carey Christmas song. How did that come about?
I'm just sitting back trying to be creative as it relates to the Warriors Talk brand to keep it relevant, to gain more followers, to make sure I'm getting the information out, especially about cancer. So if they come to the TikTok page, it's going to be TikToks on there about cancer.
And but it also shows a light side of you.
Somebody told me that my personality was dry. Like, you need to be more open. I'm just like, am I really dry? So I think I'm one of those persons that tend to follow the rules a lot. So if it's steps to it, I'm gonna follow those steps. So I figure it was getting outside of my comfort zone, and look what happened. People like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So were you surprised at the views?
I really was surprised. I really was. I was excited, but then it also gave me, the notion to do more.
Me per se, getting back to the holidays, I like ham, turkey, greens. You got to have the fried chicken and the fish
Yeah.
fillets.
Mm.
Anyone do that type of menu or going to do that type of menu in your household?
No. So we're going to do burritos on Christmas because we just want to get away from the traditional Christmas meal.
Burrito Christmas.
Yeah. It'll be burritos, it'll be nachos there, it'll be tacos, like anything but the traditional Christmas food.
That's unique. I mean, what made you guys come up with that?
Because you was giving, and we probably ate that food for 3 days after Thanksgiving, and it's like, okay, let's just do something different. Even when it comes to the first of the year, we don't do black eyed peas because it's just like, it's so traditional. Let's just try
But
to.
they say black eyed peas bring money to the
Yeah.
soul. I mean, it's like you got to put black eyed yucky. Nah,
I love them. I really love them, but I think it's just all in your head. Really think it's all in your head.
man, I be trying to get a big old pot of those black eyed peas. Has it even filled my pockets? No, but you never know. One year it's gonna happen, So, I heard this tradition. Now they're doing it. It's called the seafood boil or gumbo Christmas or New Year's. What is your thought about that? The seafood boil or gumbo Christmas
I like it.
and New Year.
Yeah, I really like it because it just shows that they're able to step outside of the box and not be afraid to break tradition with the dressing, the greens, the potato salad, just break tradition and do something different. I like it. Now, I don't eat seafood because I don't eat any type of meat, but my hat's off to anybody who steps outside of the box and do something different.
Man, my mom's dressing is like, man, she put that big turkey thing in there, turkey wings, and man, you eat it, and it's like, come here, ma. You make you want to
Yes,
smack her a
oh
couple of
no, don't
times.
smack my.
so so let's describe your New Year's tradition a little bit around your house. What's the New Year's tradition like?
So New Year's tradition is we watch movies up until it's time to pray. So we'll pray about 10 minutes to 12, and then we have this burning tradition where we write down everything that we don't want to take into the new year, and then we burn it. And so that's our way of saying we're not dealing with that in the new year. And then instead of doing
And that could be a person's name.
yes,
Wow.
they're just not going with us into the new year. Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
So you can just write, well, I don't know.
Yes. Yes, we're not dealing with their foolishness in the new year. We also, instead of doing the vision board party, just cutting out everything, we do a paint and sip. And I get juice, I get the glasses, we have the hats, we have all of the noisemakers, and we paint what we want our new year to look like.
Okay, cool. So I know over and over again you've been on the show. We didn't have time to talk about your book. Now we have
Alright.
time to talk about your book.
Which
You're an author, and your book is very inspirational, especially during the holiday season, because it deals a lot with people going through a situation, especially cancer, health wise, and other health or mental illness. You say in your book, tell us a little bit about it.
The latest book, Take Charge of Cancer. Are you talking about that book, or are you talking about?
Yes.
Okay, so the latest book, Take Charge of Cancer, is basically for anyone who is newly diagnosed with cancer. And normally, when you diagnose, you have all these questions and you don't know what to expect, what's going to happen. And so this book is kind of like a blueprint of what's about to happen, and it helps to calm those fears that you have going into the unknown.
So, and what about your new book?
That's the new book.
Okay,
I'm
the old
taking
book.
charge of cancer. So you're talking about the When Warriors Talk, God Listens.
Right.
So the When Warriors Talk, God Listens, actually, it's in a book anthology with different authors. Some of them are survivors, some of them are co-survivors. And we also have one person who lost their mom to cancer. Everybody's sharing their journey about the encounter with God and how it actually changed the trajectory of their journey dealing with cancer. So anybody who's dealing with cancer, whether you are a co-survivor or a survivor, or you're still in the battle, that book is for you.
What was the inspiration of the two books?
Actually, the show, doing all of the interviews on the show with the different survivors, I thought it would be a good idea to put that information in a book so that anybody who is going through, they can find hope in different situations. And that book definitely gives you hope.
So, what's coming up on Warriors Talk tonight?
So tonight we're going to talk about how the physical effects of grief, affects you, especially around the holidays. So I have Doc Michelle coming on, who is our resident healthy solution expert, and she's going to break it down for us.
Okay, and please give intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station where they can get your books.
So you could go to Amazon, type in Rochelle Matheny, or you could go to warriorstalk.org.
Okay. When we come back, don't be a stranger to the. Oh, by the way, I keep on forgetting. You got something in for me, right?
I do.
Okay.
It's the new book.
Oh.
So you can either keep it or you can donate it to someone you know that's recently diagnosed with cancer.
Okay, and I will definitely read it. It's right here. And where they can purchase the book?
Amazon or warriorstalk.org.
Okay, don't be a stranger to the Drive at 5.
Thank you.
All right, when we come back on the Drive at 5 on intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station, he's back. Just Right will sing us out of here when we take a short break on intellectualradio.com/iHeartRadio station, the Drive at 5. And we're back on the Drive at 5 on IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart. Oh, hello. Hello? Okay, go ahead. Okay, we're back on the Drive at 5 on the IntellectualRadio.com/iHeart radio station, the holiday edition. And guess who's back? The one and only Just Right. Now, it's kind of funny about your name, Just Right, because it's like, the feeling is just right.
Absolutely.
The music is just right. So why they call you Just Right?
Well, it's actually a play off my government name. It's Jesse Wright. So it's just a play off my government
Almost
name.
like the Secretary of State.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. So what made you take a play off the name?
I don't know. I just thought it was clever. Like what you're doing right now, that's what I was doing. Just right. Everything is just right. The music is just right. Yeah. Yeah.
So again, you got a holiday album out,
Mhm.
and it's called what again?
The Gift. So tonight you'll be able to get it on my website, justrightsmusic.com.
Okay, and how they can download it?
They can download it. Yep. They can download it. Yep. They can download that album, and they can download Vibes and Roseland. 24 songs. Yeah. It's a good album. It's a good album.
Right. You're just not saying that, right?
Not at all. Not at all.
So the holiday tradition at your house is what?
You know what? It changed a little bit. I lost both of my parents, so it's a little different. Thank you. So it's a little different. So we kind of maybe go to my sisters and stuff like that. It's kind of simple.
She's doing the cooking?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the better cooker, so hey.
No problem. So we're going to kind of like give the mic to you. You're going to sing Just Saturday.
Saturday Girl.
Saturday Girl. So I want to thank Earl Winfrey, our executive producer, Wanda, who's behind the scenes. You guys have a wonderful holiday, and taking us out of here is Just Right.
Thank you. I like that. Hey. Saturday Girl. Listen. I know you've been busy through the week, girl. I'm sure we can figure it out. Just wanna spend time getting close, girl. I know things is crazy for you right now. You can be mine. Saturday girl. Whoa, whoa. We can never know the weekend. Saturday girl. We can never know the weekend. Second verse, check it. I got a few things I know you would. Just tell me you're down. I'm a real grown man. Go get your passport. I'ma take you to Pleasure Town. You can be mine. Everybody, clap your fingers today. Whoa, whoa. Weekend, Saturday girl, Saturday. Weekend. I know you've been busy all through the week, but be mine. Saturday girl. Whoa, whoa. Fun on the weekend. Saturday girl. Saturday. Whoa, whoa. The weekend. Listen. Saturday girl. Hey. Saturday girl. We can have fun. I can't wait. I can't wait till the weekend. Whoa, whoa. We can have fun on the weekend. Hey, Saturday girl, Saturday girl, Saturday girl, feels so good. Say Saturday girl. Hey, I like that. We can have fun on the weekend. Saturday girl. Thank you.